don't want this in photo.
Do we look good on it? Like, is the lighting good?
The lighting is fine. Oh shit, it is recording. Never mind.
Jerry, talk some shit.
Okay. You ain't gotta ask who I do it for. How the team extra. Do not really go.
Alright, that's enough that. I see that get mad.
I'm not even mad. I just think it's all there with.
And welcome back once again to the greatest podcast in the world, the 2418 show, episode number 26. It's your guy Mo Love.
This is Avery.
And this is Jasmine.
And how the fuck is everyone doing tonight?
Oh, we got a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Me and Mo were equally sick last week. And I feel like I'm still getting over
I always
it.
got to be the one nigga that point out he wiped shit.
Because he don't play about the mask.
I was spraying you a lot, so
I know you will.
He'll spray you in your mouth.
now sure will.
He'll be like, you don't need a breath mint, you just need like salt. But we were both sick. Like, not sick, but I feel like ever since I was sick, it's just been something in my system I've not been able to get out. Like, I kept losing my voice. I'm having like ear aches and congestion. So it wasn't like I was full blown sick and contagious. It just is what it is. But I'm feeling a little bit better, even though my ears are still bothering me. But
I mean, my team won yesterday, so.
are we starting with that or are we ending with that? How would you like?
You can drive the boat however you want.
Hey, I am going to drive when I talk about what you talk about, but I'm just saying, what would you prefer? Do you have enough energy in you to hold it into the end, or you want to just splat it out right now?
I can wait. I can do whatever. Nothing bothers me today.
So since we were supposed to record last week, we're going to get into some older topics that we had saved for last week, and then save the juicy new like stuff that just happened. I also have some other stuff that I wanted to talk about as well that just happened before we got here, or a couple hours before we got here. So yeah, of course it's with Kanye and stuff. So
As it always
so yeah. So we're gonna talk about that stuff. But first things first. The first thing I had on my list the last time was about, we'll do it real quick because it's not that big of a deal, about me thinking celebrity culture is exhausting. And it having to do with Halle Bailey. Now, she confirmed that, her and DDG did confirm that they did have a baby, which people with the brain and who saw the pictures that were leaked, and that were forced on you to see, knew that she was pregnant. I get why somebody would want to hide their pregnancy in the public. And some people were saying in the comments that it had to do a little bit with The Little Mermaid. Like, maybe Disney didn't want to promote somebody having a baby out of wedlock. That's what some people were saying. I don't agree with that.
I thought that was after.
But she was pregnant, I do believe, I think during when it came out, she was pregnant.
Okay.
That's what I think. When did it come out? This summer, right? This past summer.
Yeah, this past summer.
So she was pregnant during it. When it was like the promo, all that stuff, and it actually being released.
Oh.
Did not know that.
Not at all.
I mean, you do the math, 9 months. She just had the baby last year in December.
Yeah.
Kind
of that.
So
I don't even care right now. Just do and say whatever you want. Why? Because my team is going to the Super Bowl, so. We're
going to be hearing that all throughout.
We already know that.
Bang, bang, 90 game.
But yeah, so what was I going to say? I don't think people cared that she hid her pregnancy. I think people cared, and me included, not caring, but was the fact that how hard she was trolling people. It's just like, you just don't have to respond to anybody or say anything. And now that you're coming out with the pictures now and the behind the scenes and show people the private stuff, people, and myself are thinking, just keep everything private. Like, you don't have to show people in your underwear, your post baby body and what you want to get back. Yeah, it's just.
She was in her drawers.
Yeah, she posted it online and said that. Imagine this girl's petite. she probably gained like maybe like 10, 15 pounds. And she's like, I want to get back to my before. And then on top of that, you wanted to be private, but y'all have an Instagram page for the baby. Like, it's just,
It's weird.
and it's weird
They
because
have
you're,
an Instagram page for the baby.
yes,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure DDG is behind that. Because that's how he makes his money with the internet. I don't think he is.
Y'all doing way too much.
But the thing is, just keep things private and to yourself if you want to protect that, because I don't know how to describe it. It just, to me, it was just weird. You troll people, you saying people were desperate to know, because a lot of the fans.
He was telling people they was desperate to know if he was pregnant, but at the same time, you turn around and put out the pictures of you being
Right, and then you blocking me, my man.
I'm sorry.
Don't be blocking me.
Oh,
You know what?
shit.
I'm chilling right
Let me
now.
move over. Let me move over. But
Y'all know this is getting ready to come back all damn night.
that's okay.
You know that was going to
Be like, sir, are you pissing the public? What 2-year-old is Super Bowl? I would fuck my dick. But anyway, but just telling people that they're desperate, when the thing is, your fans who like you and support you probably would want to support you during the pregnancy. Not saying everybody would, but just calling people like, just, I don't like that. And there's a lot of celebrity cultures, or celebrity culture that makes me feel like they just talk shit about people. And not necessarily Hallie, but a lot of people will argue, oh, you broke, bitch. You broke. And it's people who are broke who have made you who you are because of the notoriety. But either way, that was old. I don't really care to talk about it anymore. It just is. It was just a little bit annoying how hard you were trying to make it be private. And it's like, why not make it be private now? Like, Kendrick Lamar has kids. I don't. J. Cole got kids. I don't know. You seen J. Cole's kids?
Nah. Drake hit a whole child during the beef.
How, like, it just.
You are hiding a child.
Border Patrol. We'll get to this later. But anyway, I wish Hallie the best. Like, I think you're talented. I think you're cool. I mean, but it's like, that's when you have to separate people for what they do and them personally. Like, also, we were going to talk about the Jackson, Mississippi jail scandal that was revealed about the 215 bodies that were found buried underneath or on the side.
Right behind Mississippi jail. So I come to find out, first of all, Rob sent me the link about it. I was like, wait, how the fuck y'all have 215 bodies found?
And these are people who were buried and their families were not told at all, which is wild.
So this is how it happened. You have a woman named, we will say Miss Wade. So I don't know her first name. She was calling the Jackson police department because her son was missing for quite some time. She didn't know where her son was. She knew he was missing. They just didn't know where he was. Come to find out, an off-duty cop hit him with a car during one of them days. And
like a hit and run with a car? Or like was he in the car or was he...
The off-duty police officer was in the car, but he was driving and he hit Ms. Wade's son. And because that happened, they buried the body without notifying the parent, without notifying her at all.
And how old was he? Do you know?
Like 20, I would say they said 30 or 31. They hit him, and he was buried. They buried the body without letting her know anything. So they kept asking, and then they found the body. 3 hours before the mother decided to view the body, the cops came, view the body, because they tried to claim like, oh, I don't know who he was, we didn't know who he was, anything. His ID, everything was in his front pocket.
Oh, wow.
So, because that happened...
What did they do with his stuff?
It was still in his pocket.
No, but when they buried him...
They just buried him. They didn't even... No, they didn't do like who he was, they just buried him.
That's fucked up.
So, yeah. So now, it's coming out...
I definitely don't want to move to the south.
So now, there's like...
Lord, you got some competition.
Damn. it's like now.
Just
It's Dexter. So his name was Dexter. He has been killed. He had been buried in his grave. The body was exhumed in November. There was autopsy conducted. He was given a proper burial. So basically, he got hit by a car. They hit off-duty cop hit him with a car, and they just buried him.
What was the race of this cop?
They didn't say, and I'm afraid. I hope. At this time, I'm hoping Prey wasn't a black officer who off duty who hit him, because I would have been very. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that whole color black and white. I'm not even gonna do that. It's just an off duty cop, whoever it was, they was just fucked up. And then now there is more families coming out because you got over 215 bodies behind a jail. So they're wondering.
And no one put the request in. Yes, bury me next to the jail. No one made that request.
Not at all.
I'm just saying.
And actually, and the crazy part from when I was looking at this has been happening
For years?
since 2016.
Wow.
Something else happened in 2016 that makes me want to think that this is all related.
What?
What?
It's when 45 got in office.
Oh.
See,
Are we surprised by that?
Nope.
Things that make you think.
But it's just like when I saw it, I was like, "What the hell? Like, how do you get that picture? Like, I just want to know how's that work? Like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for you to be like, my team. I'm just waiting.
No, I'm not going to do it now. This is not serious.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But like, I really want to know, like, what the hell happened?
Anybody any new updates about anything that came out of it?
Last time I heard, they was just still trying to figure out. Bernstein Wing, that was her name. Saying she said missing report about her son Dexter Wade. She was finally told that her son was dead at age 37. The police had told her that the county official had buried him in the local Palmer field. She said. They said Dexter Wade has been struck and killed by an SUV driven by a.
I hope she's suing them.
Off-duty Jackson.
All the families are suing. Like,
yeah, they say he got struck by an SUV driven by an off-duty Jacksonville Police Department officer on Interstate 55 just hours after his mother last saw him. The police report say Wade was on foot at the time. The accident of the investigation said it was determined that it was an accident and there was no malicious intention. And they just said
everything about that was malicious.
I mean, it was covered up, man.
I'm sorry. You didn't even put a announcement out to people about identifying the body, or even dig deep enough to find his. I don't know. Y'all knew his ID. Come on, they knew. They
said officials failed to inform the Wade family. There was lack of communication with the missing person division, and by the time
what's that county called? That city? Moonshine never moved there ever.
I don't know.
Jackson, Mississippi.
It said Jackson Police Department, so I guess it was Jackson, Mississippi.
They gotta be a certain district though.
Probably, but she said by the time she learned of her son's fate, she spent months looking for him, contacting police in Jackson, giving them potential leads to ask them any updates about where her son might be. Also asked for help on social media. I just couldn't believe that he had disappeared off the face of earth. Nobody knew where he was. And
how long was he missing for?
Since October.
It was like a month.
Because they found him. He was missing in October and found the body in November. It turns out Dr. Wade has medicine bottles with his name, prescription medicine bottle with his name on it in his pocket when he died, with the dates of his death. The Hinds County Court Office was able to confirm his identity and share the information with police, but somehow Jackson police were unable to inform Wade's mother until last August.
How?
I got nothing, man.
That's really scary and unfortunate.
Like,
how do you how do you live? How does a person have all that? Like, I can see if it was a person who was like badly beaten, and you have to get dental records or records of bone marrow, like certain different things like that.
Like, you know how fucked up an individual you gotta be to bury someone and not even notify the family that.
And then there's no way to get yourself out of it being a cover up. It's definitely a cover up.
Like, how do you sleep at night after doing some shit like that?
Like this. Exactly. They don't care.
That's what she was outside. That's why I looked at it. I was like, the fuck? When I first heard about it, I was like, what the fuck? 250? And that's why I started researching it. So I was like, so from what I'm hearing, you know, that famous attorney, what's his name? Ben Crumb?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think
Ben Crumb?
Don't do that.
No, I don't know if that's his real name.
That's his real name?
Yeah, Ben
Benjamin
Crumb.
Crumb.
Yeah. I call him Ben. I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing at this?
He's a crumb.
Look, I'm sorry. I know it was bad. I didn't think about Benjamin. You know what? Look, even when they said it, they said they found it. You still laughing about this? They say even now, after he recovered his body, his genes, they said hella wallet, which contained his state ID, credit cards, regular identification. So everything was.
You know anything? And I hate to. I'm not trying to make funny, but maybe like you know anything about niggas? They always carry everything in their pockets. They don't have wallets. They don't have man bags. Their social security be in their pocket.
I mean,
They birth certificate. Like
if you go around, I'll get my social security.
Yeah.
Like if they don't have a wallet in their pocket, everything, the contents of a wallet is in their pocket. 9 times out of 10.
Like, you might get everything else, but my social is not in my pocket.
Niggas be talking about women having Barney bags. Y'all got Barney pockets. Everything is inside your pocket. And then sometimes you got the. And then sometimes if y'all got like the little cargo pants and the dickies with the pockets down here. So you got brush, you got a comb, you got do-rag, you got wave cap. Exactly. Whole life in your pants.
Because you know what?
You got the whole wide world in his pants.
Really?
He got the whole world
In his pants.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a double entendre.
I was waiting for it.
I didn't mean to do it.
I was waiting for
I wasn't
it.
trying to even go there. Listen, I'm keeping it clean. Keeping my nose
I'm
clean.
proud of you, though. That's 17 minutes before you actually let one go.
But it wasn't what I was talking about. Oh,
What do we really think about this? Like his whole identity state.
Not surprised because they do. This is no different than the lynching. They would see people be hanging on trees and turn the other way, act like they didn't know what happened, or like, oh, he just walked himself up on himself. Like, nah, that's not what happened.
Not at all.
So,
But they said on top of that, there's at least 2 other families had to be informed about their relative buried in that field. A man named Mario Moore, and he was 40, who was buried.
this has to be a cover because normally no one will pay for somebody's burial because it's usually too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So you're hiding it because it's janky, and then number 2, you're doing it in a way where you can not pay, like you just pay, or not even pay somebody, you just have somebody bury up and dig it in the back of a prison where no one's going to ever look. Because if you go to a funeral home or somewhere, you would have to contact somebody. You can't just bury a body and not contact people when it comes to a cemetery. So you was definitely trying to hide something.
But I don't know. That's the last thing I heard. So they're still doing a lot of investigation because they already said there's at least a list of 215. They already found 2 more bodies. Mario Moore at age 40 and another one. And then there was another one. So they got to, first of all, there's 250 bodies. So they have to identify all of them and find out how. And by the looks of it,
Are some of them from the jail?
don't know.
People who died in jail?
Good question.
I don't know. So I know.
And they had no way of contacting their family or saying they were minorities? Because this man was a minority, correct? Yeah, go figure.
So I'm seeing that this Wade family is going to probably sue.
100%.
Going
And they need to get every dime for that We'll keep you guys updated if we hear anything else about the 2. I'm sure we will in the future. 215 or 214 now. What was it? 215 included him?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Very.
Let me never go to Jackson, Mississippi. So question for you guys. Have you guys seen the new and improved revamped version of The Color Purple?
I have not.
No.
I haven't either. We should all be ashamed of it. God damn!
You know what?
Oh my God, this is going to be interesting. How are we going to talk about this one?
This is for all of us.
You fucking bullshit! All the times we played that, I'm black, we can take that back. But before we get into it, what is your reason for not watching it? And I just broke a nail.
There she go.
You broke a nail?
Damn. There's a press on this, okay. But what is...
You doing your time out?
Damn. No, I'm cool. I'm people.
You sure?
Yeah, it's just broken down. What was I gonna say? Did you guys see the original?
I did.
I see the original, yes.
How did that make you feel?
Well, my thing is I probably shouldn't have watched it as a kid because I didn't understand it. So I've maybe only seen it twice. And honestly, and y'all gonna hate me for this, I honestly don't like the movie.
I don't have a problem.
I mean, that's like somebody saying they like Roots. I get it.
I hate Roots. And only because, like,
I mean, different because they made us watch it in school when they didn't tell us shit.
So no, the only reason I hate Roots because every time I watch it, I get angry so fast. So
that's what they do to you in Black History.
Like,
they don't tell you right. They just show you a movie like, look at this shit.
Honestly, we just had substitute teachers come in and be like, all right, we're gonna watch a movie, and we think it's getting ready to be something cool, and then all of a sudden, why are we watching Roots?
Why are we watching Amistad? Why are we watching Glory? I'm sick of this shit.
Like,
Can we watch something happy? Why are we watching? And then when we got over, it only got worse. The Pursuit of Happiness. I don't want to see Will Smith sleeping in the bathroom with his son. Like, come on. It's only some depressing shit.
But like, only I would say one scene I may like in The Color Purple was what's that Thursday?
Did you like?
Only one scene when they were singing.
Oh,
and she was walking back to the church, walking towards the church. I only like that scene, her singing.
Side note, some of y'all niggas is mad that this is a musical.
So yeah, it's been
a musical. Like,
I thought it started off as
it's a song. Was it really a musical?
The original maybe not.
No, the original wasn't, but
they
it
was
was
telling you in the description of the new one it's a musical.
But the
Like,
thing
what
is,
was y'all expecting?
the thing is, it's been taken on the road as a musical. I believe Taylor was in the musical. And also, I know people get it confused with A Raisin in the Sun as well, but that was a musical too, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So I don't mind it being a musical.
Y'all upset.
Y'all niggas love Hairspray.
Y'all really in 2023 mad at The Color Purple for being a musical? No, this was in the last year. We were mad about it.
What's that other show that they love? I mean, other musical?
Hairspray.
No. You're the one that I love. Ooh, Grease. You don't love Grease. Like, shut up.
I'm not gonna lie.
Anglos like Grease.
Well, actually, like Grease.
Well, yeah. But
see, I like the original. I like the first Grease, but I didn't like Grease 2, so I didn't like Grease 2.
Well, we all love Grease on our scalp, but
yeah.
They lost us with Hairspray. They should have said Grease for the black people. But I cannot say I've honestly watched Color Purple the whole way through.
No.
I've seen bits and pieces as a kid against my will, not necessarily in school, but like at home. Like it'll be on TV, or I'll be with my cousins, or they'll be watching it. The one scene, which I'm happy about but disgusted, is when she spit in that man's water, and the spit was so thick, and he just drank it.
I remember that scene.
Listen,
now you make me remember why I don't want to watch it.
I'm going to regret saying this. There's something that I hate about spit, and I don't. I hate spit.
Really?
I hate seeing people spit. I hate hearing people spit. I've had a bad experience when I was a kid where someone who I was related to used to have a spit cup with mucus in it, and over time the mucus was turning
So
Purple and yellow.
we have identified
Okay.
your level of freaking. Yeah, that's the cutoff.
No, that is not true because you know what it is. Because after a while, like you know when you come back to it, it's like I'm kind of grossed out by my own spit. So I'll be like, let me let you off a little bit because it's too.
That's the deal breaker.
I don't know.
All the freaky shit you want, spit is when you draw a line.
Yo, it's something about.
How is that if you spit? Like, I'm sorry.
But it's not that it's spit and like when people sneeze and that sneeze smell.
Oh my God.
And it's like mucusy, and then when people throw up, like I'm sorry. If I hear somebody throw up, I'm gonna gag. I'm gonna gag.
Yeah,
And if I smell it and hear it and yo, I'm gag.
I'll be the first one. Like, oh.
So it's something about spit. So when she spit in that water.
My favorite scene in Color Purple, she just did it. I was like, yes, get him! I was so happy with that damn scene. That was my favorite scene.
Yeah, that movie was very sad, but I guess I wasn't compelled to see the reboot. It looked like it was a star-studded cast. It looked like it was some very talented people in there. However, I just wasn't interested in it. And I don't like musicals. That's white or black. I don't care what race you are. I'm not a fan of musicals like that.
So,
I actually like musicals.
Babes in the musical. You
Now that's different because the movie that she was in was technically a musical. So I like her. It was called Dicks. Which you two are, Dicks. But I just wasn't. I didn't see it. But anyway, that wasn't the point of me bringing it up. There's been chit chat about Taraji P. Henson, one of the main characters. Y'all may know her from Baby Boy and Cookie Lion and and Hidden Figures and Benjamin Button.
Now, that was a
good
stuff.
I need to watch that in full. I didn't watch it in full.
That was.
But she went on a podcast and was basically venting about how black actors, but black women specifically, do not get paid enough. And she was saying that, you know, I don't get the money that other people get. When I have the accolades, I have the awards, but I don't get paid. And a lot of people were upset with that. I don't understand because they're thinking, you're a millionaire, you're complaining about this.
Because I actually, when she was talking about it, I kind of did some of her research and shit like that of her little pay. She was only really getting like $150,000.
Right.
She's really not getting.
This is what y'all don't understand and what I hate: public perception. Y'all think because people are public figures, they have money. Y'all think everybody who goes viral on the internet, TikTok, this and that, YouTube, has money. They don't. We don't. They do not. They do not. I waited for their family member seasons and be like, hell no. Because getting exposure does not equal money. And on top of that, people who are famous, they have agents, they have management, they have glam team, they have people who book stuff, and all that money goes to them before they get to touch it. So Taraji is making $100,000 for a movie. How much money do you think she actually getting? 20,000, maybe 30,000 of that? Maybe less.
No, she was actually talking about. There was another link I saw. She was talking about it, and who was the one who was getting mad? Was it Oprah? Oprah was saying something. Oprah. Now, I'm gonna say something.
No, hold that thought. So people were getting upset that Taraji was speaking on that because they thought she was complaining, even though that she's well off than most people. And people were insinuating that Oprah had an issue with her because she was complaining about the conditions of the set on The Color Purple, saying that some of them had to share with her.
No, that was worse. And so there was the one they were saying when she was talking. They didn't get no. They got rental cars.
They got rental cars?
Mm-hmm. They got rental cars. They didn't have. What was it? They didn't have their own set. They had the, like you said, they shared. They didn't really have stylists or makeup artists and stuff like that. It was so low budget. It was very low budget. They was like, they really, like, everybody else had their own shit, but like, they was like her, she was Taraj, Fantasia, all of them. They was getting rental cars. They was getting, they had no makeup artists. Most of them probably had to do that themselves, or they had to get their team to do that.
Yeah, pay people out of pocket.
Yeah,
It wasn't being provided for you.
On the most of that wasn't provided for them at all. I said, well, damn, I'm like, damn, you couldn't get them a good car to drive to where they have to. You going to get them rental cars? Like, what the hell was that?
And I feel like people don't understand this and they're confused. These Anglo-American people be making buku money for these roles. And some of these roles you be like, huh? Like, imagine that. Getting millions of dollars for one role. One role. At the end of the day, when you see these people, it's a team behind them. It's not just them. And everybody, repeat after me, everybody
What?
gotta get paid.
Exactly.
Okay? Is you working for free? You don't know. This dick ain't free. What? Kendrick! I don't know. You know what?
I was like, wait, what?
This dick.
Like, usually I know if you get ready to do something like that, but that was out of nowhere.
Yeah, that scared me for a second. Like, what the fuck is you talking about?
You know the song? I know the song you're talking about. I just don't know why she just brought it up just now.
Because that's what I thought about. Both of y'all, I'm big. I was trying to rep for y'all.
I got scared for a
What
second.
you always say, this pussy ain't for free? That's bad. That sounds bad.
Pussy ain't free. Are you a prostitute?
It ain't cheap. But, I don't know. I hate that argument that people can't complain. There was a girl during the writer's strike, and when the actors were on strike, who was, she was a child star. Her name was, is it Genevieve? I forgot her name, and she played in a lot of stuff, and she was venting that she couldn't afford, like, health care and stuff for her kids, and she had to get a regular job. Because people think because you're an actor, you get all this money. You are like a freelance person. You don't have health insurance. You don't have a company to support you. Everything is out of pocket.
Same thing with
You don't know when your next job is, unless you're on a show, but then shows get canceled and they end. So you don't never know where your next thing or next check is going to come from.
And then even with art, like, more examples, artists. Y'all think every time they put out a song they get money? No. Their money.
Streaming is a joke. Y'all talk about when y'all sold 1 million records with streaming, think again.
No. All that you doing is the only way they really get money, they have to go on tours. They have to do shows.
Like, New Edition been touring for years.
Yeah. But that's where it is, and that's where your core audience is going to be. Streaming is a joke. When people buy physical copies back in the day, it was easier to tell, oh, you sold 1 million units, you sold 500,000
But if
units.
you're streaming, you can't tell.
You can't tell. It's the same bitch streaming all over again. Like, it ain't nobody. So, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of people saying, I got 4 billion streams from the same nigga in the basement. Like, no one cares.
Next time, just say Soulja Boy's name.
I was talking about DJ Academics, but no, I'm joking.
Goddamn.
Which we heard that his ex-girlfriend is alleging he was abusive towards her. So that's one of the new stuff. Allegedly. Mr. Tubby Man. Who said that America isn't a racist country? What was the new person who said that?
Nikki Haley.
Who was that? To the people.
She's
Explain to the
running
people.
for president.
For a Republican side. So.
What is this person's ethnicity?
She is Anglo.
But no, what did she say? She was.
She said America doesn't have a racist history or something like that.
So she haven't been into history lessons. She haven't.
Ma'am, did you not?
She
Remember the part of history with the white and black only bathrooms?
she the one. I still remember when they asked her. They said, "What caused Civil War?" and she couldn't even answer that fucking question.
Like
Most of the times when major things happen in history, black people were not included in that. Like the whole Declaration of Independence and freedom and this and that and your amendments, that was never made for niggas. Like never. That was not a thing.
Slavery was included. We was the merchandise. I know.
They like they know better like us, okay? But that reminded me of a couple years ago when Kamala Harris said that she was asked about America's racist past, and she was saying, well, America may have a racist past, but it's not a racist country. What The hell does that mean?
No, say what you gotta say. What the fuck do you mean?
I don't get it. That's like saying I used to kill niggas back in the day, but I'm not like a killer. I don't have a killer. I have a killer past, but I'm currently not. It doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense.
It don't.
How? I don't like. Sometimes people in politics are. It's like they trying to live in this delusion and convince people like how are you convincing people of this?
The problem is that they don't want to acknowledge
when people in Florida are trying to erase the history, like y'all.
That's what it is. They don't want to acknowledge that it happened. That's why
Right.
I say race relations in this country will never improve until one side.
But I want to keep dancing in my head
that it happened.
about the Irish, potato famine, and the other things that other people have gone through of other ethnicities that are not black.
We could talk about the Holocaust. We could talk about, genocide, all that other shit. But the second it comes to racism or slavery in this country, I
Right?
can't talk about
No, y'all don't even talk about the Native Americans who were here that slaughtered off. Come on now.
That's why
One of that, like Thanksgiving is a happy thing.
if you really want to talk about it, if you go to a Native person who's actually 100% Native American, and you tell them about that, or ask about Columbus Day, or the Christopher Columbus Day, then everybody get fucking mad.
The only Christopher I acknowledge is Christopher Wallace.
And Chris Rock.
True.
Yeah. Like,
Chris Brown.
I thought
What was wrong with Chris Brown?
No. I was naming other Chris's and I was like, no, I don't want to see that.
Columbus Day. Come on now.
Leave that man alone. He been keeping his head out of trouble like
For a while. So, yeah, you
gotta give him that.
He haven't done shit.
Just like how they said America isn't a racist country, but it has a racist past. You know where I'm going with this. I will not speak any further. If you have a brain, you will connect the two.
I'm not even going
to fight you on that. My team in the Super Bowl, so have that. Yeah, I did.
Speaking of people's pasts, Diddy losing endorsements left and right, left and right, and left and right, and left
What
and
was
right.
the two liquor companies he lost?
De Leon and Ciroc.
Damn.
And you know black people love Ciroc. What?
He is down bad.
He's down bad. Like it is. I'm very curious to see how the rest of the year will play out for him, and if Young Miami is still gonna be popping. Because girl, I'm not messing with her. I'm just saying, you were so publicly with him. You made a whole sign for him that said "Go Poppy."
Yeah,
She really did.
This man had a baby. You went online and said, I'm not sharing my next nigga that I get.
Girls don't make a side chick.
Oh, she knows. No. According to them, they're really, really good friends. And they just do whatever they do. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what niggas say when they don't. That's my friend.
Exactly. This is my friend whose ass I'm grabbing, who I'm trying. Yeah.
I slide chick, do every now and then. We just friends. That is not my girl.
We are just really good friends, and we do what we do. We don't need a title.
No, when we together, we together. When we not, we not.
Oh God! But what do you guys think is going to happen with him within the next 6 months?
To be honest with you, I don't even know.
He might as well just get his check already.
Yeah.
Now, you remember this very same thing happening to Russell Simmons, right?
Yeah, where he at right now?
I don't know, getting the arrest card. And Russell Simmons. I'm Russell Simmons. I'm on a Def Comedy Jam. I love me a good model.
I meant, what part of the world is he in right now?
Wherever I am, I'm getting my dick sucked right now. So he was in Bali for a long time.
I think he's still over there.
Am I still in Bali? I don't know.
I think he's still over there. He ain't come back here yet.
No.
It's rabbit season.
You're not saying rabbit season.
Wow.
The rabbit season. The rabbit.
He finally.
The fucked up part is he does sound like it.
Yeah.
I can't even say that. He does sound like that.
But we see him going off on his daughter, with the thing that she posted when he was going off and calling her whores and whatever he was
He
doing.
was a whore.
So, and him harassing Kamora. So, we saw how that happened with him, how he kind of faded out. But I'm sure he has money.
Did he probably gonna go look at properties over there with him?
Yeah, or go into investments. I feel like once you make a certain amount of money, you don't have to ever be seen again.
That's
when the last time you seen Bill Gates?
It's been a minute.
Exactly.
Never seen
But what are you guys' predictions?
I just said it. You might as well get ready to write some more checks because this shit ain't going away.
Oh, you think it's gonna be worse?
Yeah. Because I already saw what happened to like T.D. Jakes' mega church. There's barely nobody in his church now.
Ooh.
Like there was a last clip I just watched, and he was over there. Well, I don't know why he said, "Have you ever been swallowed?" I was like, "What? Have you been swallowed and you were just overwhelmed?"
That's wrong choice of words, T.D.
Yes, I have, T.D. Yes, I have. Swallowed, gulped, all of that. I was like, that's the wrong thing to say.
Wrong choice of words right now.
I was like, have you been swallowed? I was like, what? Have you been? Yeah, I was like, did he just say, have you?
That explains the outfit he wearing. Them outfits was crazy. Because Diddy was sending him them outfits. You see the clip when Diddy was talking to 50 Cent, he was like, let me take you shopping. And he was like, taking me fucking shopping? The fuck?
I would have said the same thing.
No, I'm not letting no grown ass man take me shopping.
You had me the last episode where you was talking about Usher was sleeping in the same bed with him.
Yes, so I'm gonna send you the video, but there's this YouTube channel, shout out to her. Her name is BJ Investigates, no pun intended, BJ. But BJ Investigates, and she basically does these breakdowns of like investigative journalism on different topics. And one of the topics was about Usher and him going to Flavortown camp, aka Daddy's house. That's what Diddy calls it. And there's some weird, and the thing is, people act like they don't have clips from the internet back in the day. Like Usher admitted to being in the house and there was sexual things going on. And he saw a little bit too much and he slept in the bed. You know, so y'all can go back and look at that. But it's really good. She has a lot of really good things on there. However, getting to scandals, the Brick Lady has been officially banned from GoFundMe. What's her name? Rhoda
Ozzy, something like that.
Rhoda the lying ass bitch.
Rhoda.
So, first I'm going to do a little shout out. So, the only person I'm going to give a shout out to is, her name is Daphne. She goes by on X, the Queen of Accountability. Huh? Ooh, shut up. I don't know her last name, but I'm going to give her a shout out to.
Nobody should never give you niggas power.
I seen him in the Super Bowl, so I don't care.
Hey, I'm a chill because you might hit me in my head with that big ass ring. Show the camera. You gotta show the camera. Tell him to kiss the ring.
I'm not doing that.
Tell him to kiss the Converse thing.
No.
So,
and Mama Badass.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to Daphne.
It took 26 episodes for us to get last record. I am ashamed of us.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to Daphne's son.
Oh my God! What the hell are you doing? I can't.
Now, you said you was going to behave this episode.
Wow. Come on, we missed a week. Give me a break. Anyway, go ahead.
So I think I don't know her last name, Daphne's son. They say your name wrong, but I know you on X as Queen of Responsibility.
I hate X. Let me just say that. Every time somebody sends me, I think it's a porn video. And I'm like, can y'all stop sending me X videos? But then I realize it's X. Like you want to do that shit on purpose. He's a dickhead. I'm sorry. I don't like that. Every time y'all was sending something in the group chat, I was like, what is this? Like, this is the wrong person. Y'all meant to send this to y'all significant others. X. I hate X.com.
Oh, shit. No, but she just bring out X videos.
I use X videos. I'm like, why?
When was the last time you was on there?
Been a couple months. That's because Ex hamster is back up. Before they was doing that bullshit where it was like, you had to put your ID in and verify. What? I'm not doing that.
How do you know it's back up?
Actually, it would be.
Because I like educational videos. But now I'm alone in my room. Sometimes I stare at the wall and I hear my cousin. Anyway, but go ahead on Twitter.
So I call she's known as Queen of Responsibility. So she's been the only one that I've seen been on
posted on it.
Yeah, been posting on there, been doing updates. She said men was standing right there, didn't do nothing. That was false. So literally what happened was she claimed at first she did claim she got hit in the face with a brick. It was an Uber driver that hit her. Then she got in the car. She said she saw people in the car, like women in the car. And we thought that it was a sex trafficker and trying to kidnap her. But then, look, that's how it started. And
where was all this the first time?
This basically happened, and basically said in parts, I'll just try to break everything down because it was so much to read and condense. So she said her friend took her to these places, like the club and everything. But when they called her to verify what happened, come to find out it was the friend's number. And the friend came out and said, I'm from out of town. She took us out to the clubs. So she used her friend's number to claim.
If you have friends with you, why wouldn't your friend help you if somebody hit you with a brick?
Right. But there's a whole video. They said they by wherever they was at that club, went on camera. They found the video. It was her, the dude that claimed that hit her, and her friend. They was all together. Went in the club. 20 minutes later, you saw them come out. Rhonda was dancing with a guy, while her friend was talking to some other boy. Those two guys said it was a white car, but they got in a black car. It was a whole bunch of bullshit. What they did say was,
who came up with this story?
She did.
But isn't this the second time she's come up with a story like this?
Yes.
She's done this before.
She done it before. So when even the friends came out and said that did not happen. Her friends already came out and said that did not happen. They said all you heard in the background said, "Why did you hit me?" But we didn't hear no argument before that.
You know it's bad when your friends won't cover for you.
But then it was said when she struck the man first, and she got hit in the face with the water bottle that he had in his hand. And whatever was in that water bottle or how he hit her, probably punched her and he still had the water bottle in her hand.
So she did get hit.
There was just no brick involved.
No brick involved. She got hit with a water bottle. The water bottle he had in his hand.
Was it an ice water bottle?
I want to know.
I'm trying to think how her face blew up like that. People kept saying, okay, the one thing I have to say about our community is the conspiracy theories be crazy. Oh, she had allergies. She injected herself.
That was all.
Like, what? How can somebody time that out?
But my thing is this. At first, I'm not going to lie. When I first heard the story, I would, how we was like, fuck that nigga's a bitch and all this other stuff. But as I was...
Because it does happen. Right. There are times, remember when the lady who went into the chicken spot or the Chinese store, and the guy had hit her, was mollywopping her, and the son came in and shot him? Mm-hmm. That does happen.
Right. So it does happen. But then when I sat at home and thought about it, I said, wait. She got hit with a brick.
Bitch, I'd be knocked out if I was hit with a brick.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be recording no video. I would be bloody.
Where's the blood?
Right.
Like that.
That just looks swollen.
That was, yeah. So I'm like, if it was small right there, that means you got punched. And I said, if he had a water bottle in his hand, I said he probably had some ice water, something to hit her. He had
Stanley Cup, something.
Well, I was thinking the same thing.
If I hit you with this, is you going
Swirl up like that?
exactly?
Oh.
Exactly.
But why did it have to be a Stanley Cup?
Because that shit hurt.
That
It's
shit.
like titanium.
So, but other than that, but
It's ridiculous.
from but
How much money she made off of GoFundMe?
42,000. But she didn't take it. As they said, if she would have kept going with the story, it would have been possible she would have been able to keep that money.
So they seized the money?
They return all.
Oh,
They
wow.
refund all the money back to the people.
How do y'all feel about GoFundMe? Have y'all ever known somebody close to y'all who use GoFundMe?
Nah.
No. Wow.
I mean, if it's going for the right purpose, I don't have a problem with it. But to me, it just sounds like people be scamming on here.
Hell yeah.
But then, what was funny is on that last one, the first time she did it, and there was another thing she said. She was a Muslim mother, and she got attacked by a security guard.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody read what was said on the description on there. She said, "Oh, I need $5,000 for medical bills, attorney fees, and a new phone."
And she said the same similar thing this
So
time,
basically,
saying she couldn't get
put the
child
phone
care.
in there. It was like that's when you knew she was on.
Yeah, a phone.
A phone. That's why I looked. I said, "Wait, did she say a
You
phone?"
gotta get that new iPhone.
Listen, people.
But my thing is this: I'm not gonna. What made me mad the most was I said, "I'm not gonna sit here and have a fucked up face and you swole like that, and the next thing I see you is you in Jamaica with a bikini on."
Or I'm recording. If I get hit with a brick, do you know what people look like who get hit with bricks?
My dad got hit with a brick as a kid,
Like,
and I see the scar above his eye. He could have lost his eye, so I know what it looked like.
I just. It just makes it hard that you don't know what to believe these days. Between that and Juicy Smouye and it just.
And you
And
know what?
the balloon boy. Fuck that. The balloon boy. They lied. That nigga was in a flying saucer somewhere. They lied. Black people get a bad rap.
Because you got real serious.
Black people get a bad rap.
She's like,
White people and other people, other races be lying all the time. All the time.
But you know what?
We can't wait to discredit the niggas.
But you know what happened was, like when that happened, you saw so much of gender. I felt like it was like a male versus female debate going after each other. It was like, oh, fail on women's side, fail of protection on the women's side. Male is like, oh, I ain't protecting you. You doing this, both. And you really have some males who are assholes. Like, I will give you that. But there's some males like you can't say all that, but then you don't. And
you can't antagonize a person and not expect them to do something. And at the same time, you can't expect certain people to defend you, especially if it's not like a brother
right.
or your father or a cousin. But you can't expect certain people to jump in. I just feel like it's one of the other things that started the gender war, just like the Cheesecake Factory shit, just like all the other shit
right.
that's made for gender wars, and I'm sick of it.
And then
bottom line, if you lying, bitch, you need to stop lying, because there's real victims out here.
Right, but then I was like, it made it worse because I'm like, you really got people who get their ass beat every day, and you are not like that.
Right.
And then on top of that, it wasn't a male that called you out; it was an actual female that called you on your bullshit. And I watched her posts and stuff like that. I saw so much disrespect of her, of Daphne herself. Now, how they was thinking that she just making up stories, she doing this, she doing that. Just last week, she just turned, Rhoda just turned herself in, and she's being charged as a felony crime, death by deception. And her court date is like March 5th of this year. Because before she was on a run, she called and
she was
because she was supposed to she was supposed to turn herself
Nori.
Right.
Sorry.
But she was supposed to
you crossed the border, mama.
But what made me mad about her the most?
Would you bring me back, mama?
Bring me back, mama.
What I need?
What you need
tonight? Will you cross the border, mama?
I'll go cross the border, mama.
Now go get my bricks before I hit you with one, bitch.
but what made me mad about her was she called herself she wanted to turn herself in, but then you have the nerve to go to the Black Panthers down to Texas to ask you to turn yourself, help you turn yourself in. But you, the same person said niggas ain't shit, but you went to them to ask that for help to turn yourself in. That pissed me off.
I'm still waiting for Juicy to say that tell the story, his side of the story about him being innocent.
They still think he innocent.
But he's the only one. Everybody else has moved on.
But like I said, Daphne,
I am not suicidal.
I'm right.
I am not suicidal.
I was like, what the fuck did that come from? But Daphne, I'll give you a shout out because you really was on her
congratulations to you. Give her a round of applause because let's get a round of applause.
Yeah, where you go? Oh, there.
Like, you really did. Like, I give you so much respect. And
it's hard to really stand on shit when people turn against you. That's the one thing I hate about the internet. Everybody wants to be the first person to say something. No one gives shit time to play out. Everybody has to get their opinion, has to pick this side, has to pick that side, like, with the actual facts. Like, people don't care about facts.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurt a little bit because my real nail ripped.
Oh,
yeah.
So
I don't give a fuck about these.
That's why I give her so much respect because just last week I followed her. So I watched all the disrespect coming. They were just coming at her so hard, and I was actually mad.
Mm-hmm.
And for someone now just recently, like, gave her an apology for disrespecting, and then come to find out that you was right, she was right the whole time.
But that's the thing, people never rarely apologize. They just like start interacting with you again.
Right.
It's never like my bad, I'm sorry.
But I actually saw like few people really apologize to her, like, yo, I'm sorry, I need to look at the facts before I make my decision. Like, you was right the whole time.
That's because it's selective outrage.
Right.
People want to be outraged by something.
But
I don't ever want to listen. And
right, and then like the story is like, even with the whole story, it just did not add up from the jump. I'm like, you got hit in the face with a brick. Your own friend, you saying your friend wasn't around when you got hit, but your friend was there. Then
what kind of friend is that? Bitch, if my friend get rolled on, I'm what?
Friends.
Yeah.
How many of us have them? Friends. Ones we can depend on. Friends.
The freaks come out at night.
What?
Freaks come out at night. I come out during the night during the day.
Freaks come out.
But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated about what happens with Rhoda. What do you predict? How harsh do you think her punishment is going to be?
My thing is,
Whatever Jesse got, they need to double it.
my thing.
Nah, he ain't really getting nothing.
That's what I'm saying. They need to double it.
I feel like
Double nothing?
Well, he had to serve the rest of his time. I think he got like a year or something.
He didn't even do a year, I
he
think.
did like
Couple months?
A couple days.
He ain't do no year. It's crazy.
You know, he has to sing, so he don't want to get his booty clapped.
I don't think he would mind. He went to the bathhouse.
I do with them two
I would love to
Nigerians.
go to the bathhouse.
You don't need to do that.
Take a bath. Get your head off the
Turn
door.
down with the bath.
I don't have a bath at my house. I got a permanent shower.
I'm sorry. You, of all people, telling everyone to get their head out of the gutter. You.
I love a good bath. I deserve a bath. A public one. But we'll keep you guys updated with anything that comes out next about the Brick Lady, especially when her court date is in March sometime.
March 5th.
So she got about a month. In that time frame, she just gonna be sitting in jail, right? Or is she out on?
I think she's out.
Bail or bond?
I think she's out on bond right now, but she has it's felony.
What's the difference between a bond and a
I thought it was the same thing. I don't know. I've never had to have the need for that. So you ask it wrong.
A bail is more of you bail someone out of jail before they go to like the actual county jail. A bond is more like
Where is bond? I don't know.
no. I'd be curious.
Yeah, you can look it up. Next, we're going to get into a very interesting response. So, of course, we know Cat Williams set the internet ablaze a couple weeks back with his Club Shay Shay interview. And interesting enough, there were a lot of people who did respond publicly. But Dave Chappelle was one of them, except he did it at a comedy show, I do believe. Mm-hmm. And he basically was saying that Cat was making black comedians look bad.
Specifically, he had an issue with Cat talking about Cedric.
Okay.
Well, let's do the definition of bond versus bail first, and then we'll get right back into it.
Well, it says while bail allows defendants to secure. While bail allowed defendants to secure their release by paying the court directly, bonds involve a third party, such as bail bondsmen.
So you gotta pay somebody else?
You get paid through the third party. So a third party pays for your bond.
Oh, so it's not coming directly out of your pocket?
Right. A bail is like you're paying directly toward the court.
So a bond is like
a third party.
No, like it's a lesser type of. I don't know. I still don't get it. Who's paying?
The bondsman.
And do you owe them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Like I said, that's about.
I'm like, don't buy me out, please.
That's the most of my knowledge of it. Like I said, I've never had a need for one.
So this is where it says a bond. So a bail bond, on the other hand, is a financial guarantee provided by a bail bondsman or bail bond agent on behalf of the defendant. Instead of paying the full...
Oh, it's going to be you, Avery.
The hell?
You're going to be an agent.
I can't.
He's Bond. Bond agent. Nigga, you owe me money.
Instead of paying the full bail amount up front, the defendant or their family can opt for a bail bond, which typically requires them to pay a percentage of the bail amount, known as the premium.
But I'm so confused. Like, someone pays it for you, so you eventually have to owe them back, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how long do you have? I'm gonna tell when I get home because I'm very curious.
Why? Are you planning on committing a crime?
No, but I'm always interested how it's determined.
So,
because famous people be bonding out, and you would think, you know what I mean?
There's different types of bonds too. So
I know. There's like a bond with your family, a bond with your lover, a bond with your child.
No. Not that.
See?
So you could do a camera.
I'm still running with the same niggas to the death of me. You gotta me.
So there's like 4.
Tupac was out on bail. Fresh out of jail.
California.
As
soon as I step on the scene,
you can't really screaming and feed up on money, alcohol, the life of a west side for them.
Yeah. So they do have 4 types. The 4 types of bond. They got cash bond, property bond, immigration bond, and then federal bond.
What?
So like a property.
Put my house on it, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's what they
This is
do.
monopoly for
You gotta
real.
really love someone to put the house up.
Yeah. So like yeah. So basically, what it says a property bond.
Unless I know you.
So yeah.
Did you do it, or is it like?
Be real. Did you like really?
Like, is it a chance that you could be guilty?
Yeah. So like
Let me know before I put the house
You
up.
really still that shit. Come on.
Let me know before I put the house up.
So like this was it says right here, a property bond. In a property, the defendant leverages assets like a house, a car as collateral to secure the bond.
Oh, you can take my car. Well, no, fuck that. No, I need to get somewhere.
Again, is it a possibility that you could actually be guilty? Because I need my car for work. Like, I can't just be putting that shit up for you.
Now, I'm gonna put up that car that I haven't paid no bills on 3-4 months. They about to repo that shit anyway. I'm joking. But yeah, that's interesting. So we'll keep you guys updated.
And then you said immigration bond, so that means somebody putting up their green card as collateral?
No,
Or their citizenship?
no, hold up. Let me pull it up. So
That's what
it's designed for a non-citizen detained by immigration authorities, and an immigration bond facilitates their temporary release while their case is being processed. So it's not really like, yeah. So you got cash
I heard
bond.
you, by the way, 20.
Cash bond is you pay the full amount. You can do a cashier check or money order. The property bond, you do a house or your car. the immigration bond that's totally if you're not a non-citizen applicant here. And a federal bond is reserved for federal crimes. A federal bond allows
RICO charges.
Individual accused such
You ain't
as
getting out if you're not Rico.
no.
That's the one
Rico,
charge that every gangster's scared of.
Yeah, you
That's
can't.
why all young thugs, cold D's turned on him real quick. When they saw the word, it was like, yup.
Yeah, but the
They
thing
did.
is, they not really finding anything with like they not finding much, so they probably.
When you get a RICO charge, there's no bail, no bonds on top of it.
Right. I understand.
That's pretty much whenever they hear that R word, that's why niggas start snitching. Because you have to do a minimum of 20 years with that shit.
Because they hear R. Kelly to leave.
Yeah.
But back to the Cat Williams thing. I get kind of where Dave Chappelle was coming from. However, if people was talking shit about me unprovoked and I haven't said a word, I'm going to speak my piece when I get a chance. It's no shade. Well, maybe it is shade. I'm just going to defend myself. I don't get what people don't get. If people want to keep talking, especially about things that he said were handled in private and you keep mentioning it.
I mean, I would have hoped that Dave was just trying to keep the peace. Like, he's not trying to insert himself.
Fuck that. I don't care about people. Why we always gotta keep the peace? Why can't we just keep it real? All skin folk ain't kin folk. Stop it. I don't gotta get along with all you niggas. Like, I'm tired of that. I'm not afraid to shake the table. I'm not afraid to say it how I feel. I'm sorry.
Are we good?
Me and Kat was born the same side. All right. I'm checking people.
Hold up.
They want to talk about me being on drugs and me being a loser and I lost this and I lost that. I'm going to defend myself and I'm going to speak the truth. And I don't give a fuck who likes it.
Should we be worried about you?
Yeah.
No. I hate when people speak on things and don't think somebody's going to answer for it. So they probably were not expecting. The thing is, Cat shocked a lot of people because he does not do a lot of interviews.
No.
So him doing that and really spilling the piping hot tea and giving that much up.
Spilling the cognac. That's what he was drinking.
Yeah, he was spilling the cognac. But people wasn't expecting that. So, I don't know. How do y'all feel about what Dave said?
Like I said, I want to hope he's just trying to keep the peace and he's not trying to start something else.
Like, there's no point in starting something.
He did say he loves Cat. Him and Cat are close. But...
yeah, and he's cool with Cedric, so I mean, I guess that's why he's...
Listen, Dave, if you can keep going at a certain community that you love to talk about in your stand-ups, Cat can talk about Cedric. That's the end of that.
Okay.
Next, we wish we could leave this back in the past in 2023, but every time I click on something, this bitch got another tattoo of this nigga. She done covered up the other ones, did whatever, and got it on the side of her face because he's in jail. So if you haven't seen, at this point, I'm just being forced to information because I'm not looking for this. I don't follow these people. I've never followed these people. I don't watch any of the shows that they want. I don't listen to their music, except for, woo, I'm in the photo. No. Hello, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
I hate you.
Bad bitch, I'm shit like a bar.
Every time I get that fucking song out of my head, she comes back with it.
Hello, motherfucker. But Krishan Rock has gotten a portrait of, at first I thought it was fake, because sometimes that when that ink is really dark and fresh, it looks like a stick-on tattoo.
Like a slap on.
Right, and I'm just like, please tell me that's a joke. And it's like, they said allegedly she lost 200,000 followers.
For what?
For doing that face tattoo.
Oh, Lord.
At this point, somebody needs to step in. She needs to be mentally evaluated. That's how I know people in her team don't care about her, because somebody needs to step in and say something.
Like, what the fuck
that
is
shit crazy.
Me and my wife have been together since 2010, and I love her dearly. And even I'm not getting her face tatted on me.
I was talking to someone else about it today. Like, yo, I would never, unless it was a grandmother or a friend or like someone who passed away or something, I would get a portrait. I'm not getting nobody's face unless who's still alive.
Not even that. On your face.
Hell no.
I see somewhere else, but on your
I'm not getting no alive person tatted on me. I'm sorry. That don't make no sense. You right here in front of me. Why do I need to see your face?
I got my mom's initials on my arm.
That's fine. You're not looking at mama like, what's up? You're not doing that.
I mean, I would just think that's weird.
all that's gonna happen is she gonna have sex with him and make him come on his own face.
What the fuck?
That's all we know. That's it. And he gonna get off on it because he likes shit like that.
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
I don't know. I'm so tired.
No.
We let back out.
You done broke the episode again.
Tell me that wasn't what y'all thought. That wasn't the first thing I thought of.
He did say when a nigga trying to fight him, he gets money.
That, yeah.
That's why he stayed with her for so long, because he probably
I'm just talking about all she gonna do is make him come on his face. Like, what the
come on his own face. That's it.
Pause.
That's it. I'm just so tired of seeing her. She needs help. She
really
needs help. And this is not me trying to make fun of nobody, but I know a person who need help.
She's just been fucked over by this boy.
No. At this point, I'm not putting it on Blueface. You are addicted to attention and money. And the moment you move away from him, you can't stand on your own because who's your antagonist? You need him to make the money. He needs you to make money. That's why he keeps entertaining and doing dumb shit with you. That's why his first baby mom won't leave. Without y'all all need each other to make money. That's all it boils down to. And I hate to say that, but some people's soul has a price, and it's no way I'm covering. You got the nigga tatted right here. There's no way I'm covering that up and then getting you on the side of my face.
And then my thing was like, I thought you was done with the nigga when you were over there saying, "Oh, he watched gay porn on his phone." Like,
oh, he denied my son. Oh, he posted my son. Oh, he not my son's dad. I can't.
Like you do all this, and then I see a picture of you having his face tatted on your face, and I'm like, what the
And
fuck?
he's in jail.
For how long? A year?
I don't know what he's in. I don't remember what he's in jail for. I just know he's in jail.
Yeah, he said he's supposed to be doing a year or so.
I don't care about both.
I don't give a fuck about
I don't care about either one of them. I hate. At this point, they're like force feeding her down, and I'm so tired of it. I don't want to hear about it. We probably make a pact to never talk about it again. Maybe.
I mean, we could, but I mean, they just gonna do something else.
Speaking of people who I don't care about, this fat motherfucker, DJ Academics.
What the fuck?
I don't like Academics. I'm on record for saying I don't like him. I tried to like him, but
he's a
dickhead.
What did he do now?
Allegedly, his ex-girlfriend, Cheyenne, is saying that he was abusive. And now she has an interesting picture of him.
Is that his titties?
And apparently he was texting her.
Please tell me that's her titty.
No, that's his.
That's bad titties.
This nigga is a C-cup. What the fuck?
And that's what she said. You got more titties than me. Bye. I don't want you. She said, this fat lard keeps threatening me. You smell like tartar sauce and don't bathe for 5 days. Leave me alone, please. It's over.
Damn.
I don't like you no more. Oh, wow.
I'm mad because he said that's a C cup.
That's all I keep thinking about is that scene in the Nutty Professor with Dave.
You got more.
He's just like, who's sucking whose titties over here?
You got more titties than me and booty do.
Damn.
Booty do.
That's why I was like,
apparently he was texting her the Krishan thing saying, basically, why wouldn't you get my face tatted on you? Either way, moving on. Next topic, short little quick thing. Kanye West.
What do you do now?
Snatches reporter's phone for asking if his wife Bianca has free will. And he says, do you have free will or do you work for the devil? I mean, I don't think anything's necessarily wrong with that. I wouldn't want no nigga in my camera asking me questions.
Bianca, blink twice if you're in danger.
Oh, she knows what she's doing. She gonna get her money's worth. They're married. So, yeah. She gonna get as much as she can get out of him and squeeze him dry, and that's it.
she really, truly.
So we got the last two topics
Which is?
of the day, which...
Oh, is this where... Okay, this is where me and you shut the fuck up.
No, I don't want y'all to shut. I want y'all to have your input because I hate talking about myself.
This is all you, the first.
No, but I need y'all input.
This is a topic that is real close to home for you. So
Yeah, so I'm
by all means, have at it.
I hate when y'all bow out like that.
I'm
not some pussies. No, I'm joking.
never that. So
Never. He said never that.
I like pussy. I ain't one.
You are what you eat. But
and he was always
yes.
I didn't like you either.
So I thought I was just gonna come in here and talk about Megan Thee Stallion's new single "Hiss," which she released midnight Thursday going into Friday. Didn't know it was going to turn into what actually it turned into. So Megan put out this song basically addressing everybody, not the one in particular, addressing everybody who's dissing her and saying things about her for the past couple years.
So let me ask you this before you get. You know what? I'm gonna let you finish.
No, go ahead.
So
I got my shit written down. I know.
Kanye.
So no, look.
I'm gonna let you finish.
So who she was talking about when she said on the lyrics,
Making R. Kelly go viral?
yes.
Apparently, she was saying, apparently there was a challenge on TikTok of people just dancing to R. Kelly. So it wasn't no one in particular.
Okay.
There was a lot of people who...
Because I was like, what the hell?
Now, I'm going to do more thorough research to see what the things that I did try to look up, because I'm nosy. It was just, oh yeah, I'm going to do research. But apparently it was just a TikTok trend. Like, you know how all the TikTok people were dancing to "Do You Know Today," and then that guy song "I Like,"
Yeah.
and they don't know who these people are.
No.
So apparently that's what it was. It was no one in particular. Even though Joe Budden was reaching, he was saying she was talking about us. Like, okay, y'all just
Why would she be talking about Joe Budden?
you reaching because they were dancing to R. Kelly one time on one of their Patreon episodes. Anyway, he was reaching. He pulled the muscle. He was reaching too hard.
But I felt like when she said on another lyrics where she said, you got niggas who talk about BBL, but you had the same scar. I felt like she was talking about Drake.
Definitely. I feel like that was about Drake because we all know he got his stomach sucked out and got abs for back end. Because anytime your chin is still fat, your belly is on like Johnny Bravo, it doesn't make any sense. So you can't have an action figure stomach and have a Pillsbury Doughboy chin. It doesn't work like that. So Megan had said a lot in this song, but in particular, there was a line about Megan's Law in there that people particularly looked up and said it applied to said person, allegedly Nicki Minaj. Megan's Law is a law in California where registered SOs, I don't know if I can say that because there are guidelines on YouTube where they demonetize certain stuff, but if you look up what Megan's Law is, you'll know that people who are registered SOs have to register online, and that way people who are around them whenever they move into a neighborhood are alerted about it. That was put in play like in the 90s, so it's been around for quite some time.
What would the Megan's Law line be in reference to?
Nicki Minaj has married somebody who was a registered SO, or he was trying not to register to be an SO when he got out of prison and was swiftly moved from New York to California to go live with her. Nicki also has a brother who is a registered SO, but I do believe I don't know if he's out or if he's in prison. I think he may be in prison. However, Megan said this, great response. Within an hour of the release, Miss Nicki Minaj was on live for almost 3 days straight and ranting on Twitter about Megan.
That's how you know you bothered, man. You spent 3 days responding to something.
And this is the thing. First off, there was no mention of a name in the song. And Megan said when she called him to the Breakfast Club, a hit dog was going to holler. And baby, you was hollering for 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days straight. You wasn't sleeping. Now, some people may say that was because of substance abuse. That's what it sounds like. I'm not saying allegedly. People have been saying that about you for years, whether it's true or not. But I know if I was a millionaire and I had a legacy like Nicki Minaj, I wouldn't be concerned with stuff like that. Beyonce has people calling her witches, witchcraft, Illuminati up and down all day. Do you see her on live addressing people?
Nope.
Exactly.
She got her beehives to dress it up.
For real, hold on. They shut that shit down quick.
So after 3 days of ranting and raving, Nicki puts out a diss track called
claim that it was not a diss track. I'm so mad that fucking.
I ain't heard it yet.
No.
You haven't heard it?
Go. My team in the Super Bowl.
You have to listen. You can't laugh. You won't listen to it in front of us. I need to see your reaction.
Yo, I was so fucking
listen to it. I just haven't heard it.
No, I'm just saying, I want to see your reaction.
Yo, I was laughing so hard because I said, bitch, you really put it out Dr. Seuss. You talk about 1 foot, 2 foot.
Oh, that's what the fuck about.
Yes.
Like, when he put it in the chat, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that?
So I got a little outline of the diss track and just stuff in general. So first off, the diss was whack. That was probably one of the worst diss tracks I've ever heard. It sounded like she recorded it on her iPhone.
And then just went off.
The beat sounded like it was made on Fruit Loops. I don't know what the fuck over GarageBand.
Is it worse than when Meek tried to come back and Drake?
Yes.
What the fuck was that? I want to know.
Yes.
It was that bad.
No offense, Meek.
No, I was listening to it and I was like, what the
I laughed. I was like, yo, she can't
be serious.
She said the diss track was coming. She had 4 of them in the tuck. First off, you've been waiting to say something to me. You've been waiting. If you had 4. And the thing is, I know you're bothered by her because any other person you beef with never got this much attention. Never. Right. And you beef with a lot of bitches. Right. Well, hold on. I'm getting there. So the diss track is called Bigfoot. So there was a picture circulating around of when, first of all, Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion collaborated back in 2019, or was it 2018? I think it was 2019, a song called Hot Girl Summer. They were cool, they were friends, they were cordial, they had a falling out, and I'll get into that allegedly. But she's trying to say Bigfoot because there was a picture of them together and Megan's feet are big. Megan is almost 6 foot tall. What bitch you know that's 5'10" that wears a size 6? I'm 5'7", 5'8", and I wear 8.5 and 9. What? So their basis for the diss is like, it's not a diss, it's a body part. Like, what is it a diss about? Second off, she made fun of on her live, she made fun of the way she was rapping. Like, she got that southern flow, and I sound like, I don't know if I want to be Bun B or Pimp C.
That's not really a diss, though, because UGK is a legend in Texas.
And this exactly.
I would want somebody to tell me I sound like Bun B or Pimp C. Rest in peace, Pimp C. And
Pimp C's wife responded and said, nice try, boo, but it didn't work. The diss track was right. So, and then,
I with that Pimp C slander.
You really did. And then you said she couldn't find a beat. Nicki, you signed and co-signed one of the worst new age rappers in history.
Blueface?
No, Ice Spice.
Yeah, she really did.
She said, you think you the shit, you not even the fart. Did you hear that?
I heard.
Who said that? Ice Spice.
Ice Spice.
Bitch, you think you the shit, you ain't even the fart. You co-signed. Ice Spice couldn't find a beat if they gave her a fucking Blues Clue. You need to get on with that. Talk about Megan can't find a beat. Like, you just hating. Like, I hear Megan when she flows. Like, what are you talking about?
Yo, and on top of that, I know Megan writing her songs.
Right, and
Megan wrote on
and
that shit.
And she has different flows. I'm just convinced y'all don't listen to her discography. That's annoying. Then you get on this.
You got a
she went out. Then you get on, because I had people play in my face. You get on another live, like a radio thing, and then you tell people that you got off the phone with her ex-best friend Kelsey, who was there for the shooting. So you're linking up with ops and trying to spill some tea that's not really tea. And then you tell her to conjure up her dead mother to apologize. When you yourself have a dead parent, your father recently passed away.
I said that was a low blow. I said all bets are off when she started talking about
all that off of a line that you took personal that may not have been for you, but you assumed it was for you because you're guilty. Then you're slut shaming her. Oh, she didn't fuck this person, slept with this person. Your name is Minaj. When you first got on the scene, everybody was on you because of Minaj, and you were giving off the I'm bisexual, I like girls, and I do Minages, and then everybody was accusing you of fucking Wayne and Drake and Gucci Mane and this one and that one, and Fendi and DJ Envy, all these people. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Remy, I accused her of that one.
So what are you talking about? You can stop with the slut shaming. Then after the slut shaming, you started posting your accolades on Twitter. Anybody who has a legacy like you who posts accolades on Twitter, you're goofy. We all know what you've done for the past 10, 15 years. We couldn't escape you. You were the only person for about 10 years who was rapping. I just don't want to be on the side. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh, hop on your good foot. Anyway, you posting your accolades and then saying that Meg can't find a beat and they gave the girl who couldn't rap a Grammy, so you're mad that you're not getting the Grammy. She was beefing with Lotto before and mad because Lotto was nominated for a Grammy and then wound up winning it. Then she was claiming Megan was broke, but in the same breath was making fun of her for paying Future for a verse.
Yeah, I mean,
So am I broke or am I not broke?
am I a rich bitch or a poor bitch?
Hello.
Or a broke bitch?
Hello, if I'm paying $250K for a verse, I must got it like that. Anyway, then you're body shaming her because allegedly when Partisan Fontaine, her ex-boyfriend, had made his little diss track, he claimed allegedly that Megan got lipo, which we can't confirm yes or no. Anyway. You can't say to somebody that, why did you lie about lipo when you lied about your ass for over a decade?
That ass is...
And your ass implant was flipped upside down. We all saw that. And I'm saying this respectfully. I'm not saying nothing that's not true or that you can't go look up. But you look...
I should have Ethan playing this whole time.
Your body is hella botched and you're talking about the way somebody else looks. What sense does that make? So I talk about you speaking on people's deceased parents, but you've been sneak dissing Meg for years. You came out with a song called Red Ruby the Sleeves where you said, I don't fuck with horses since Christopher Reeves. You talking about Megan. You've been talking about Megan. Then you said in the song, what was it called? Fuck this club up, stay in your Tory lanes, I'm not Iggy. Like you've been mentioning her and she didn't even say anything to you. I just don't get it. And now she kept saying that Megan was begging her for a feature back in the day, was a fan of hers, but you did the same thing with Remy. Mm-hmm. She loved Remy. In the beginning of Sheethish, it's the clip of her saying, "Free Remy!" And speaking of that, where was all of this energy for Remy? Because Remy, I listened to. One of my friends,
be serious. Are you dumb?
One of my friends had played it today, and I hadn't listened to Sheether in years, but I couldn't help but rap because it was just so good. That's one of the best discs I've ever heard. But I didn't see this energy for Remy. I didn't really see it with Cardi.
Said the only time he was around Candace was when he was wilding out with Nick. I said, God damn.
So they allegedly fell out because Nicki claims allegedly that Megan was telling her and encouraged her to drink while she was pregnant and was telling her to get an abortion. But then she responded to one of the fans and said, well, actually, I wasn't pregnant at the time when this was going on. So it's like, well what's the story?
Why would you even say it then?
Why would you even open your mouth to even say that? Or you contradicting yourself?
So the tweet,
we moved the table.
Oh, wait, I'm over here.
Except that we moved the table.
Like, y'all talking like we
Like, if anything, it's being pushed towards
I'm going to say, don't move too off the frame, Avery. So a fan has said to Nicki Minaj, do you know what's worse? She told you all of that while you were pregnant. You were a person who knew how to deal with it. What if there are women who have already been advised by her in silence? Nicki responds, I wasn't preggers yet though, babe. I told that funky serpent though. She just kept pushing it and pushing it. And at the end of the night before I leave, I look up, she's standing on the balcony with French Montana. I thought Moneybagger was her boyfriend at the time, so I was confused. Like, just gossiping. And then the person responded, so Nicki Minaj wasn't even pregnant, but allegedly Megan tried to get her to have an abortion while not being pregnant. Nurse, she's out again. So,
I mean, I know I didn't pay attention during biology, but even I know there has to be a baby in there before you have an abortion.
right. And Nicki is very public about already going through that when she was 16 years old. So, no one needs to convince you of doing anything. You're a grown woman at that, and you're trying to blame it on her. Whatever. I'll wrap it up by saying you married who you married. That's your decision. Nobody told you to marry that man. So stand beside your man. But this is all off of a line about your man. That's it.
That's all it is.
If the shoe fits. And for everybody claiming stuff about Meg and her discography and all she raps about and this and she can't rap, I really encourage y'all to listen to her discography because I'm so tired of people saying that shit. Clearly, y'all don't listen to people's full bodies of work anymore. Y'all just listen to sound bites and clips. And then for Nicki, what advice would y'all have for Nicki? For spiraling for 3 days.
Leave it alone. You done. There's no comeback.
Leave it alone, like
After you, I lost all respect for you after.
I have, and this is coming from somebody who's a Nicki fan who knew Nicki from the freestyles. Pink Friday. I bought that when I was in, how old was I? I think I was in I was 9th grade or 10th grade when that came out. And I was a huge Nicki fan, and up until this point I was, but it's like, first off, I've been looking at her weird. You was beefing with Lotto, beefing with Carter, you beefed with literally everybody, radio DJs, and it was so hard to watch. This one, you literally went off when no one was directly addressing you, which means you're bothered and you've been bothered by this person. And you feel threatened by this person. Because I'm going to be honest, Meg is the only female right now who is even coming close to Nicki when it comes to bars. And to be honest with you, Nicki has been hitting us with the elementary school bars for years now. It has not been the same. She hasn't been the same. She hasn't changed.
you didn't like everybody loves Raymond.
Nicki Minaj. I'm Roman. But I just feel like Queen wasn't a good album, and this last album, Pink Friday 2, was not good at all.
See, this is why I can't talk about it because I haven't listened to a Nicki album since I guess her first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like some of her songs is fire, others are just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. So, and you had the potential to do so well, but it's always the hat, cat, set, bat, red fish, two fish, big fish.
I always want people to get stories from you. Like shit has nothing to do with it.
No, this ain't even Ice Spice. This is new.
Every time I think about whenever you say hat cat, because you said it about Ice Spice, I'm like, well,
and that's why I get it. That's why I feel like Nicki is on her about it. So
because I felt like Nicki never stepped up her game. It's just the same thing.
Nicki would never want to champion someone who she thought was better than her. Mm-hmm. You gotta go get a bitch who be rapping like, she just got off of it. Never mind, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Say it with your chest.
No, I ain't gonna say it because I don't want to offend people.
You done already ran down Nicki's whole resume just now.
That's because I'm a fan and I have respect for Nicki, but people can't respect you when you keep flying off the handles of everything.
Right. And my thing is, once you talk about a dead person's parent, I lose all respect for you right there.
It's just
I lose respect for you. I already saw
mind you, she never said your name.
Not one.
So why do you think the line is for you with her? Because there's a lot of pedophiles in the industry, let's be honest with you. So if you feel that there's a lot of people who are married to pedophiles, Chris Stokes' wife, who just came out and was admitting everything, y'all always be an apology. So I don't know why it's just for you.
When did you do that?
The wife?
Yeah.
I want to say last week. I'll send it to you, but she was saying how he's sick and he needs help and for years. And people was like, okay, so you just sat by and let it happen?
You just as bad as he is.
Yeah, what's her name? Andrea Kelly or Andrea Kelly?
Oh, R. Kelly?
Yeah, what are y'all talking about?
Well, in her defense, she was in the basement for a while. No, I'm not even trying to be funny, but Sparkle said she remembers the time where Andrea had to literally ask him could she have something to eat, go to the bathroom the whole night. She thought it was a joke. She didn't know it was for real.
Oh my God.
Like, they ended up watching the basketball game and
Wait, Sparkle thought it was a joke?
yeah, but this is when, like, early night or mid 90s or whatever, no one knew the extent of how fucked up he really was. So Sparkle was like, "Is this normal?"
But my thing is, if you cannot tell me you're not aware of this person and how they were, you can't tell me that. And you stay because of the money. Now let's get to it. Nikki, stop embarrassing yourself. Hopefully you don't put out the other 4 diss tracks you had.
But what's it for?
Yes.
She got a total of 4.
That's how I know.
Yes, you are hot and bothered.
Like, you can't even just leave it at what? No, I'm gonna get this bitch.
And no one addressed you. No one said anything. No one said your name. But you have been taking this shot.
And only because everybody heard that line and everybody thought.
She responded within an hour of the song being released.
Oh, I know.
Which means you are watching what she's doing. She's not watching what you're doing.
You actually sat there. That's me. You had to sit there and listen to the song, thought about it, and then go off. Yo, that's
All I'm saying, and for the bar fans who are delusional, Nikki has had issues with everybody. At this point, it can't be everybody. It has to be her. I'm tired of what y'all saying. I cannot keep sitting back and be like, oh my God, they're picking on her, or she don't get the credit that she deserves, and blah, blah. Like, I'm so tired of
I
hearing
kind
that.
of want to hear Meg and Remy diss track against Nikki at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Meg, you need to
Oh, teaming up with them?
Meg, you need to holler at Remy real quick.
Yo,
I need that. I'm sorry.
Nikki, just do better. You claim you a queen and you're this and you're that. Queens don't move like this. Queens are unbothered and they do not respond.
But I saw like Beyonce.
Period.
I saw like Beyonce, Rihanna unfollow her after that.
Oh, I don't know.
I saw
I'll have to look that up.
because I saw like I think Rihanna unfollowed her, Beyonce unfollowed her. I think is it Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish?
Yeah, asked her to take her soundtrack off her.
Oh, because she did use her. Is that true?
I think so.
I would love to look that up to see if that's true, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's too much nastiness. It's like, you can't be claiming you're a girl's girl and then you're slut shaming somebody saying they fucked the whole industry. I love how a bitch can fuck about good 9-10 people and that means she fucked the whole world. Like, I love that. I love how people think like that. I mean, we have billions of people on this earth, and God forbid I have sex with 10 people. God forbid.
Yeah.
No,
I play it.
It's higher, baby. Anyway. Like I'm saying. Or is it lower? You'll never know.
No, you
Oh, listen, you'll never know. That's my business. But
I know we ain't a virgin. I mean,
I know what's on.
I mean, I got kids. I mean, God knows my dick work.
You like, yep.
I can vouch for that.
But I just don't get the angle with her. Like I said, for you to have, she said the diss track was coming out at 3. 3 o'clock came around. Then she said it's coming out at 9. 9 o'clock came around. Then if she dropped it at midnight, like hang it up, girl. Go to sleep. You've been on the bench for 3 days. Go to sleep.
Hang it up. Last ring.
Go eat something. But it's embarrassing because you look up to these people and you like them, and it's like you just realize how nasty of a person they are. But Meg is unbothered, posting her regular scheduled program and unfazed, and I hope she doesn't respond. Mm-hmm. That's the end of my rant. I love Megan. I love the diss track. I thought it was amazing.
It was fire.
I thought the bars were super hard, and she caught the beat and rode the beat just fine. And I can't wait to see this.
I don't even feel like she was.
Because Nikki is a hater. She's a fucking hater. You can't talk about somebody's flow when you sound the same and almost. First of all, people have signature sounds. They say the same thing about everybody. Oh, you sound the same in every single song. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah. So now it's time to get to You know, a little
finale.
a little part of the show about who's going to the Super Bowl.
The finale.
Not much too bad.
In with your girl, hope they run it at West Side, throw it at. Got the ops moving out the way when we pulling up. Deal dance, deal dance. We just came through the ends on the dance. What you spinning on? Real big
You cannot dance to this.
Okay.
We red.
Okay. Do it for the red. Okay. Okay.
You ain't never been to the Bay.
I don't give a
You
fuck.
don't even know what the Bay smells like.
I don't give a fuck. My team is in the Super Bowl. That's all I
When
do.
did you start becoming a 49ers fan? Do you remember?
I was like 10 years old.
He talking about it, Jerry Rice.
I'm saying for the people who are watching.
Yeah, I've been a 49ers fan since I was a kid. So, I mean, yeah, I live in Philly.
What did
but
you
I-
like about Jerry?
He's like
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, he bald now, right? Mostly.
Did you have to ask that question, though?
You fucking fool.
He's the greatest wide receiver that ever played. Like, he still has records that ain't been broken yet.
Oh, Jerry Rice.
Like, the NFL got an expanded schedule, and no one is still close to touching his records. And he retired, like, in the early 2000s.
Do you think it's harder to beat football records than it is basketball records?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is the hardest sport?
Football.
Mm-hmm.
Without question.
Football. Because
Why?
Ain't no nigga running into you intentionally on the basketball
Unless it was
court.
Draymond. Unless it's Draymond.
That is true. No,
no, he went to elbow.
football is the more physically demanding sport because it's like being in a car accident for 3 hours all day on a Sunday.
And on top of that, you're most likely 9 times out of 10 playing in the elements too. But basketball, you inside. You're never really outside. You don't have to worry about your hands being frostbite while you're trying to catch a ball. You know.
Or it's raining and your cleats is all slipping.
And if a nigga tackles you on the basketball court, at least you can foul it out. On football, you're like, nigga, get up. You know.
And
You all right?
You can lay there like, oh, fuck.
You all right, nigga?
But yeah, the 49ers won yesterday.
And how do you feel? Were you on the edge of your seat? Give us the play-by-play. Why?
No, because, and this is nothing against Detroit or whatever. Shout out to y'all. Y'all had a hell of a season.
Y'all really did.
But Detroit and the 49ers, there's levels to this, and Detroit was not supposed to
Do you
be.
think, I was going to, how do you think Detroit got in there? You think it was a doozy for them?
No.
Were they good this year?
Yeah, look,
Okay.
but there's good, and then there's the 49ers. Like, like, they had a good season. Shout out to them and all that, but that game, in my mind, was not supposed to be that close.
Right.
That was very
What was the ending score?
34-31.
Oh my God! I didn't watch. I'm sorry, I wasn't feeling well, but
I was
damn.
watching it, and I said that was
Like,
very
at
close.
one point, Detroit was up 24-7.
Oh,
And at that point, I'm like, yo, I'm probably gonna have to stay off social
you
media.
know? Do you know how like the Lions fans were feeling? Like they probably
They were
like,
showing it. They had a watch party at their stadium, and the whole stadium was like filled. And when they went up 24-7, they kept showing the crowd in Detroit, and they were losing their fucking minds. Then that's where they fucked up because C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he plays for Detroit. They were up 21-7, and he starts waving to the crowd in San Francisco like, "Yeah, y'all can go home now." Okay. After halftime, the 49ers scored 27 unanswered points and put the game away. I was like, shouldn't have been talking shit.
So you were shitting bricks for a little bit, but then you were like, "There is hope." Now, what did the clock say by the time when you knew, "All right, it's ours"?
Oh, was it gross?
So you were shitting bricks up until it was all
No,
over.
like when we went up at one point 34-24.
Okay.
So at that point, it was like 2 minutes left in the game. And I'm like,
Oh, that's
we
good.
really going to the Super Bowl?
Right.
And then they got a late touchdown. I was like, all right, it's not really a whole lot they can do because it's only like a couple seconds left. But yeah, y'all might want to stop making this as close as it is. Can we just get the ball back and run the clock out?
Now, what do you think contributed to the 49ers probably not doing as well? Or kind of delaying the points?
I wouldn't say it's not doing as well. It's Detroit they're the young. They were on like a streak or whatever. They're the hot team going into the playoffs. So
were they expected to go in the playoffs?
they were. I don't know if anyone expected them to get that far, but
They got far.
for them to win a couple games, that wasn't a surprise.
Okay.
But they were young. They hadn't been that far in the playoffs in years. Like literally, 1991 was the last time they got that far.
And for them to get to that point, that gave them that motivation to keep going. Now, if they would have won that, that would have been the first time. What you said, 1991. That's the last
like
time.
Over 30 years since the last time they were.
So if they would have won, if they would have beat the
Because they ain't even won. They just never even got that far, period.
right.
It's an expression in sports like you don't know what you don't know, and that applies to Detroit. They didn't know how big the moment was. They were just out there playing like it was a normal game. But then in the second half,
You don't know, and you're the last one to find out.
The second half, that's when they won.
the second half is when it all fell apart. It's like in their mind, we're done. We can take our foot off the gas. At that point, that's when the 49ers was like, yo, let's not play with these niggas. Really start whooping their ass. And then that's when the tide turned.
Now, did y'all watch the Chiefs and the Ravens game?
Yes.
I didn't. I didn't see my man.
Yeah, Odell.
Odell.
It's not going to happen for him this year.
It's okay. He already has a ring. So.
He does.
You know, he didn't have to play as much. Break a sweat.
I mean, he was
trying to his curls.
He was trying to get Lamar Jackson one.
I think the
Give him what?
Get him a Super Bowl ring.
What the fuck did you mean? They might all party with Diddy. I don't know. I'll get you a ring, Playboy. I could buy you one, Daddy. You deserve it, Daddy.
Don't do that.
Yo, fuck y'all for not laughing. Y'all always leave me on the island by myself somewhere. Fuck y'all. I'm just saying.
I didn't even go with that.
You know exactly where I was going with that.
No, I didn't. All I said was he was trying to get Lamar Jackson a ring. That went somewhere.
Well, you said he was trying to get him one. And I was like, get him one what?
Anyway, I did say that. I did say that.
But Lamar, I was I saw a video about his story with his mom and everything, and that was really a touching story about how his dad and grandmother passed away in the same day, I think, or week, something like that, when he was younger, and his mom was his football coach for a while and told him, I'll never push you to do something I wouldn't do, so she would bring this 30-pound tire home and move it. Like, she had him working out. She had on pads and would have him tackle her and, really pushed him hard. And she's his manager, I do believe.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to see mothers be involved and show that they can raise men. And he's young. How young is he? Like 20?
He's still in his 20s.
Right. Like early 20s.
Yeah.
And he has is it one of the biggest contracts in history?
Jalen beat him last year.
Okay. And someone else beat Jalen, right?
Which is
Somebody else did.
I think it was Deshaun Watson.
Someone, yes.
But Cleveland was dumb.
That's not the dude who was getting massages, was it?
Yeah, it was. But no, this is how dumb Cleveland is. Whether Deshaun plays or not, they got to pay him all of that salary. Like, what teams will usually do is they'll guarantee some of your salary and then make you earn the rest of it by being on the field. Now, whether this nigga play another down or not.
So it's like the equivalent to sign the prenup?
Something not exactly. You gonna ruin football.
I'm not a huge football person. Like, I will watch, and in order for me to get something, I like using analogies. So when you use an analogy, it makes sense to me.
It's not entirely like a prenup,
but it's kind of like with a prenup. If you sign, you're like, okay, we have this agreement. You ain't gonna get shit if you leave me. Fuck you. But if you don't sign one, it's like, I guess I gotta.
Yeah, well, Cleveland is dumb. They don't have no prenup. Deshaun getting all that.
He said, I'm gonna skip practice.
That nigga could get suspended for the next 2 seasons, and Cleveland still got to pay him.
He's like, I'm gonna skip practice to death. I'm gonna go to the
but that is part of his
massage
contract. He got to stay away from massage parlors or get massage.
Oh yeah.
He can't get none that's not with the team. He has to be on the team.
Jerking in front of him.
What the fuck?
Put a fucking towel up. I don't care. Put them what's some things called? Little dividers? Yeah. listen up. Have some fun, y'all. God damn.
I would, you know what?
I'm just looking at you like. That's the face you gonna make? I thought you was gonna.
Hey, I massage you. You looking for shoes? There we go. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Don't you?
You want to smack it? You want to smack it like this? Why are you smacking the dick?
Why you think I'm sick of these jobs?
I don't want that.
I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. You see that? You see that?
You was hollering like, damn, that was aggressive.
Don't even threaten me. You're going to smack my dick.
But stop looking at me like that. This is all entertainment purposes, guys. That's it. I would never do that ever.
Have you ever done that?
Hell no. What? No, not my man. Not like that. I'm gentle.
What is the
Do
word?
you know balls move on their own?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm aware how that works.
I hope y'all would do
I've
that.
had mine my entire life.
Okay, so is it something you feel or you just observed? Because I've definitely took a flashlight to somebody's balls. Like, wow, they rotate. Like,
No.
I'm just saying.
No.
It's not observed.
What made you really observe that?
Okay, so I was watching the podcast one day, and the girl was saying how Rosa Acosta was saying how, you know who Rosa Acosta is?
Yeah, but
She was like, I don't trust men. I don't trust anybody whose balls move on their own. And I was like, what? And she said it was years ago, like 6-7 years ago. And I looked it up, and I was like, men's balls move because they got to keep the sperm alive, so when it gets cold, they gotta keep it warm. When it gets warm, they kind of sag, and that's why the balls look saggy sometimes.
our balls are like y'all titties. They
No, it's not. My titties don't move now.
now you when you roll over and did it.
I mean, that's different. I don't sit still and my titties go like this. Yes, they do. Yes, they are. You can sit still and your balls is like this. Your balls is rolling like this. I remember talking about the balls. Like, you just want to talk about them because you don't know your balls move like that. Like, what?
She don't have to like a magnifying glass.
Life is too short. I have to know how your body functions. That's all I'm saying. Balls, a man can be sitting still. Your balls
I'm
move.
sitting here, imagine her when I do like, babe, come here, let me see your balls.
Yes, that's what I did. And I find it fascinating.
Oh, no. You seriously did that?
Yes.
What nigga would allow you to do that?
Who loves me?
We don't talk about that one of these days.
I think you would ask him currently. Same person. It is amazing to, like, I'm telling you, y'all able to look, like, it's cool.
You know how many people will be like, how the fuck y'all went from the ball?
Sorry, because of Deshaun, because he's nasty.
You the one who was researching the shit.
Listen, I think it's interesting because, like, I said, your sperm is alive. So to keep it alive, when it's cold, that's when the balls shrink up and they stay close together. And then when you get hot, that's when your balls start to get saggy. And they're like, okay, my body is too hot. I got to cool off. It's cool.
What else did you do?
About men?
Yes.
About, never mind. We're not getting into this. Anyway.
You started.
Because I thought, listen, Super Bowl has balls in it. You have balls. It's the same,
Really?
it's the same thing.
No,
You take the air out the ball gets smaller, you know. It's
Okay, I think this is the. Do we want to end this?
As always.
What are your predictions about the Super Bowl? Are you excited?
Oh, yes.
How are you going to watch? Are you going to have food? Are you going to drink? Are you going to...
I smoke my liquor.
You don't have a beer, though.
Yeah, beer.
That's what I mean. I don't mean like drink.
Beer, probably a piece of some wings, and sit in front of the TV.
By yourself? You don't want nobody around you?
I'll never watch it with anyone. Like, if I'm going to get mad at my team, I want to get mad by myself.
Oh, they know that he needs to be.
Okay. Now, if the outcome turns out not in your favor, what will you do?
I'll be mad for a few minutes, or maybe 20
Are you going to, like, silence your phone, or...
No.
Okay. You're not that. There's 30 people in my family who do that. They silence their phones.
I didn't silence my phone up there last year when we lost to the Eagles.
Okay.
I don't care. Like, say whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, don't get mad when I retaliate.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of Eagles fans can't stand is, y'all were talking to me last year. I wasn't saying shit. I had accepted my fate or whatever.
Right.
But now, when I bring up the fact, now when I bring up the fact that we kicked your ass in December, it's whatever. You shouldn't be worried about us. No, y'all was tagging me. Keep that same energy.
Mm-hmm. And if they do win, and the next episode will be the next day when we come in. How are we gonna celebrate?
I'm gonna act a whole fucking fool that episode. So
we gotta do something big. We gotta drink something red or take a shot or do something.
Why are you trying to get me drunk?
I'm not trying to get you. You can't get drunk. You get drunk off a shot. I feel sorry for you.
No, but everything we do is a shot.
Well, you know what's funny? They do have mixed shots, so it's not just straight liquor. It's like liquor mixed with something, so it's not bad. So I'll find out and come up with something that's PG.
I smoke my liquor. I am not a drinker.
Listen, you had the knob. You can try to trust me. I would never.
And you never forced me to do that.
I would never. Stop making me sound like I'm a rapist. I'm trying to take advantage of you. I'm really just saying no. Avery loved it.
I sure did. I got a whole bottle on. Actually, two.
So I'm gonna come up with a red drink that's mixed that you won't even taste the liquor, or they do have green tea shots that don't taste like they're really good. Trust me. I wouldn't stare you in the
That's what
hole.
Bill Cosby told all his victims.
Oh, God damn it.
And they handed the cup and it was fizzling. Why is it fizzling? It's the soda.
I was just coming over here to study lines. I didn't know we was going to be doing all this.
You're gonna be studying lines and doing lines. Now come on.
Oh shit. Okay, we got it in this. As always, this has been episode number 26. If you like what you heard and you saw, please make sure you like, subscribe, rate, and share the podcast. Till next time, this is the 2418 show. It's your guy, Mo Love.
This is Avery.
And this is Jasmine. Go stream ahead. Stop making the stallion. Run it up.
Bang, bang, 90 game. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.